Hey everyone, this is Todd Hazelton with MobileBurn.com. Today's a big day. We have a couple of reviews for you of our Windows Phone 7 devices and a ton of videos. I know we have the 7 Surround, we have the Samsung Focus, both of those on AT&T, and then we also have the Optimus 7 from LG. Here's a quick look we're going to do with the new AT&T HTC Surround. It's one of AT&T's first Windows Phone 7 devices. And I spent a long time with it now. We have our review up today, and I'll do a quick unboxing with you and walk you through some of the features for a video tour here.
Okay, here's the box for the HTC Surround. It's the phone itself. On the front here you have a 3.8-inch touchscreen display that has an 800 by 480 pixel resolution. Your standard touch buttons on the bottom. Microsoft requires that all Windows Phone 7 devices has the same buttons and in this order. So you have a return key, the start or Windows key, and a search key that brings up Bing search. You have nothing on the left side of the phone. Micro USB charging on the bottom. Camera quick launch key here, and also your volume toggle buttons. Top of the device is home to a 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as a power button. The back has a 5 megapixel camera that's also capable of recording 720p HD video with a single LED flash. Here's a small speaker, but as the small trick of this phone is it has its own Dolby Mobile SRS surround sound support, and that's right here. The speaker pops out, sort of like you would with a keyboard. It's very sturdy, doesn't fall down on its own. And if you hit this button while you're playing music or video, it begins to switch it up into the surround sound mode. I thought it made a small difference, but a noticeable difference while playing music. Another cool feature is while that's up, it reveals this kickstand, which is actually easier to pop out than it looks. Pop that out and you can rest it on a desk like so. It's actually a really cool feature we've seen before on the Evo 4G and stuff, and I love how HTC's been doing that on their smartphones. Let's see what comes in the box. You have a USB cable tangled up with the headphone here. Micro USB cable, and that can plug in to the AC adapter like so, or into your computer for syncing with the Zune software. Here were the headphones that I popped out just there. These are plastic buds, not so bad. We've used them before on many devices, and they come with these little headphone bud covers. You also get the HTC Surround Quick Start Guide. Pretty useful if you're using Windows Phone 7 for the first time, which you will be for the most part. Very intuitive user interface, so not much to worry about if you haven't used a smartphone before. And then some other paperwork here in the box. Let's get the phone booted up and we'll show you some of the new features of Windows Phone 7. Alright, so here we are with the Surround booted up now. This is the lock screen. You can see if I had new emails, I would have a small icon on the bottom right hand side, and text messages sort of pop up too. Time's really nice and big, as is the date. Top of the screen has my Wi-Fi signal, 3G signal, and battery life. And then the background can be customized with a photo of your choice. Slide up to unlock the screen, and you're presented with the home screen here. We've gone through Windows Phone 7 in videos before, but I will walk you through some of the home screen features. And I think the best way to do that is probably to start with the icons here and just move down the list. Speaking of these tiles, they can be customized. You can hold one, drag and drop it around, and if you want to delete a tile, you could just hit that small pin there, and that would remove it from the screen. Moving down the list, you can see I have a picture bar, some contacts, Xbox Live, and some applications that I've decided to pin to the home screen as well. Okay, well, so we'll start with the People application here. This shows a list of your contacts as well as their Facebook picture or most recent update if there is one. Here you can see this is my MobileBurn friend here and their most recent update. Also, what's new? It shows updates from everybody, and you can choose to comment on them and post directly to their wall on a status update right from the contacts area here. So pretty cool. Recent contacts as well. Always hit that button there to return to the home screen. Alright, I'll show you the messaging app. You can see the nice threaded look here. You have the shout out areas threaded. Pictures are embedded as well. I'll show you the keyboard. It's a very awesome keyboard, really easy to use. You can see the autocorrect pops up. And messages get sent right out. There's also a landscape view. And if I wanted to add a picture, just click that, choose an image, and it pops right in. And if I wanted, I could add a caption to the image as well. Photo gallery, you just saw a hint of it right there. This is a customizable background. To change that, just click this, change it for me will do. It'll pick a random image from my gallery and apply it to the background. You have pictures here. These are pulled in from Facebook as well as recent ones I've taken. This is a what's new list. This will pull in recent albums from Facebook or Windows Live. Then you can choose all to see all of my photos here, and that's also, as I said, pulling in from Facebook if I had that option enabled. Xbox Live is a neat little feature. This pulls in my avatar as well as my games. These are my mobile games. Spotlight, this is the news area of the application. Here's my Xbox Live avatar. It shows the gamer points and also some achievements I've earned in the mobile game so far. Speaking of that, maybe we'll just show you this Harvest game. So 1 gigahertz processor here, so it actually runs pretty smoothly. Loading can take a little while. We'll pop out the speaker too. Hitting this button activates or deactivates the surround. You can see it sort of sounds pretty hollow right now. If I click it again, it sounds a lot better. Tweak the volume a bit while we're showing you. This volume is actually universal, so there's not a separate volume for your ringtone and games. It's always the same volume. That can be a little frustrating. This is sort of a downside to the games. This is taking a while, and it has taken a while every time I've loaded it. Okay, so here we are in the game. You can run around. See, it's got some nice visual effects here. Let's see if we can find. Really cool looking. Really smooth. This is called The Harvest. It's a sort of a sci-fi RPG. Really neat game. So that's a quick look at it. You can see how quick the phone reacts to. I just hit the home screen button and bam, we're out of the phone. So real smooth. Here's the Zune player. Shows your history, preloaded events on here, also movies, AT&T radio, and it does have an FM radio as well. We'll pop this speaker out again. Now I do have a Zune account synced up with this, but I do have a bug as well. While it'll transfer music from my computer, for some reason I'm not able to stream them via 3G on the phone, but that should be a feature that will work on the final devices, and Michael Orrell hasn't had the same experience on his device. Show you the browser really quick. Here I have mobileburn.com up. See, it's rather quick, but there is sometimes some of that loading going on. Quick zooming, and once a page loads, or as it begins to load, you can already start to interact with it. Also landscape mode. Unfortunately, Flash 10.1 is not currently supported, nor is Silverlight. Now we can search for new content up top here. Go to new web page. And at the bottom of the screen you can see you can have up to 5 windows open at once. Real quick, also add a favorite. You can add CNN right there, and then access favorites by clicking that star. It's also your history and favorites. This small dot button, I suppose, at the end of the screen there brings up other options, so you can share the page, find on the page. Unfortunately, copy and paste is not supported yet, but it's coming, and we've seen a demo and it looks pretty good. Here's Office. So we could create a new document, a Word document, start typing on the screen. There's options to open up other documents, add notes if you were collaborating with somebody, change the colors of fonts, or add bold or italicize or underline them. And here's an example Excel document. Pinch to zoom in and out and pan around. Again, you have the option to collaborate with people, and then there's formatting cells, applying filters, etc. Alarms, pretty useful. I like to pin that to the home screen. Here you can see we have 5 pre-installed AT&T applications. Those can all be removed if you want to. Just hold on to it and click uninstall. There's also the option to rate and review or pin it to the start menu, and that brings it down there. HTC hubs available on this phone. This provides weather and some other unique applications. It's not sense based as you would have on Android, but it's still pretty neat. So here you see we have the weather for New York, and there's a sound enhancer, stocks, photo enhancer, or the option to get more. Photo enhancer is kind of neat. Okay, and now this gives you the option to apply effects to the picture. There's a host of them available. Kind of neat. They all look really good to me. So just kind of a unique little toy there for your photos. There's a notes application as well. And we can just hit the plus button at the bottom of the screen, bring up a note, save it, and it drops it right there for later. You can pick them up and move them around the screen. Pretty useful if you wanted to write down the name of a book or something that was recommended real quick. Let's see what else I can show you here. Marketplace. This is still a demo of the marketplace, and the retail apps will be available when this video goes live. One of the problems I don't like with it is that it's a general marketplace. So you have applications here. There's a game right next to a new Shakira album. That also happens when you bring up search. So if I were to search for Star Wars, it might bring up the Star Wars soundtrack as well. I also had some issues with the applications. One of them actually crashed on me multiple times. It was a RSS reader. So it seems like they should be approved to work on all of these phones when they go into the market, but some of them are still crashing. Bing Maps here is pretty decent. I still prefer Google Maps. I like to use Latitude, and I do like the reviews and everything, but search for pizza nearby, and it quickly brings up areas. It has ratings, directions. That'll give you directions on the map, but not voice guided turn by turn, sort of like what you would get with Google navigation on Android. Gives you the hours as well. Reviews are pulled in from City Search, and again the nearby areas. Here's a look at our email inbox. This is Gmail. See, it's formatted really nicely. Go through, see your unread, your flagged messages, your urgent messages. If you want to flag one, just long press and click Set Flag. And notice that's available on Exchange and Gmail here, but not on my POP or IMAP accounts. So that's the flag feature. So again, here you can go to Settings for your account by clicking that small button on the bottom right. Hit Refresh. Access folders. Mark them. You can also mark a message just by tapping to the left there. And then you can create a message as well. And just as easily add attachments. So a great email client. I really enjoyed using that during my testing period. Here's a quick look at the camera application. Got a pumpkin on the floor here. You can see the autofocus goes. Grabbed a shot there. Looks like the flash blew it out a little bit, but you can see just quickly slide to view your last pictures there. So it's pretty neat. You can swap between HD video and the actual camera by tapping this button on the top right. And there's a host of settings including different scenes or effects that you can add. You can also adjust the resolution, the metering mode, or flicker adjustment. Alright everyone, that was a quick look at the HTC Surround on AT&T. It's a Windows Phone 7 device. It'll be launching on AT&T with a new 2-year contract for $199. Quick overview of the phone again. This is Todd Hazelton with MobileBurn.com.